How's it going, guys? It's Josh here. So in today's video we're going to be talking about 4K TVs and 5 reasons why I personally think you should wait until you buy one. Bit of background on this TV right here. I've just unboxed this today. It's a 55-inch Sony Bravia Full HD television. I didn't go for a 4K TV, and I'm going to give you some reasons why. One point to just note is that this TV was actually considerably more expensive than an equivalent cheap 4K TV. So you might be thinking, well, why didn't you just get the cheap 4K TV? You've got more pixels and everything's going to be good. But I didn't do that. So let me give you some reasons why. So reason one is there's hardly any 4K content out there at the moment. Now, admittedly, yes, there's Netflix, there's Amazon video streaming as well. These offer 4K services, but if you look at the big picture of things, there's not really that much 4K content out there for you to watch. There's a few programs, few films and things, but yeah, on the whole, not a lot. The other thing to also note is that when you go into a shop and you look at a 4K TV, the shop or the manufacturers, they have access to 4K content that looks incredible, okay? It's going to look better than the 4K content that Netflix or Amazon can offer you. So yeah, don't be tricked by that marketing technique. So reason two is that your 1080p content won't necessarily look good in 4K. Now when people buy a 4K TV, they think, well, if I watch a 1080p movie on it or a TV program, it's going to look absolutely amazing. This is unfortunately not correct in most cases. The TV has to do something called upscaling. So if you've got a 4K TV and you display a 1080p image on it, if you were not to upscale it, it would just feel like a bit in the middle of the screen. So it's got to somehow fill all those pixels. If you buy a cheap 4K television, chances are it's going to have a very bad upscaler. So if you're trying to watch, say, a 1080p movie on it and it's bad upscaling, it's going to make the image look worse. In the best cases, it has been known to make stuff look a little bit better, but no massive jump that you're going to notice that much. And think about things as well, such as it has to sharpen the image, and the more of these sort of post-processing effects that you add is only going to make the original image look worse and bring out all the flaws that it originally had. So reason three is if you're connecting a PC to the 4K TV, beware of input lag. Okay, now input lag is the time or the lag that it takes for the image to be displayed on the television set. And if you're connecting a PC to it, you're planning on maybe doing 4K gaming and things like that, you're going to have a lot of input lag. I mean, normal TVs, they have more input lag than, say, gaming monitors and stuff like that. But you're going to have more input lag on a 4K TV, alright, which is not going to be good if you're a competitive gamer. If you just wanted to do casual gaming, say on PlayStation or the Xbox, it's probably not going to be too bad, you're not going to notice it. But yeah, if you are planning on buying a 4K television for playing like competitive PC games on, the input lag is not going to be ideal for you. So that is reason three. So reason four is quite a big one, okay? And it is that you will not notice a difference unless you are sat very close to your television. Now for most people, they will have their television on one side of the room and they'll have, say, their sofa on the other side of the room. If you're sat quite a big distance away from it, you're not going to notice the difference on a 4K TV. Why is that? It's because your eyes just are not going to be able to perceive those extra pixels from that big distance. Think about this. If you go into a shop to buy, say, a 4K TV or to look at one, you go down the aisle, you look at it, and you think, wow, that looks amazing. Where it's going to, you stood literally right in front of it. Think about at home where you're going to have it. If you sat far away from it, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. The pixels are just too small, alright? So again, that is a thing in shops you've got to be careful of, is when you're looking at those 4K TVs, you stood right in front of them. If you are a person that's going to be sat very close to your TV, then yes, 4K will benefit you, alright? In my case, I'm sat about 2 meters away from it. This is the distance that 4K starts to be able to benefit you. But again, think about where you're having it, think about how far away you are, alright? So the final reason, and perhaps the biggest, is that resolution is not everything. People think that just because it has more pixels, it's going to immediately be good. Okay, and this might lead them to think that a cheap 4K TV is going to be better than an expensive normal Full HD TV. This is really, it's not really good to think like that, because for a start, it's not resolution, it's picture. Think about those times when you were maybe shopping for a Full HD TV and you went and compared all the Full HD TVs and you go, right, that's Sony or that's Samsung. I really like the picture on that, the contrast ratio, the blacks are really nice and it's a really nice picture, things like that. People forget that when they're shopping for a 4K TV. They just think, right, that's a cheap 4K TV, it's got more pixels, so it's definitely going to be better. That's just not correct. If you've got like a TV like this, like I say, this HD TV was quite a bit more expensive than the equivalent cheap 4K ones, but honestly, it looks so much better when it's displaying like a movie or something. It looks absolutely incredible, the blacks are really good, and I'm really happy with it. On cheap 4K TVs, you've got things like backlight bleed, and like I say, you've got cheap upscalers and things like that. And you're not really going to get a good image if it's a cheap TV. So yeah, people forget that. And that is the reason why I decided to go for a Full HD TV over a 4K TV at this moment in time. So yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of it, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope it's given you some sort of things to think about regarding shopping for a new TV. At the end of the day, it all comes down to budget, really. If you've got thousands to fork out on a 4K TV, like a really good one, go for it. It will probably future-proof you. But for most of us, like if you're working on a rough budget, you're probably going to be better off spending your money at this point in time on a really nice HD TV. Because again, like the reasons I've given you, it's just not particularly worth it at the moment. Maybe in 3 to 5 years, it would definitely be a good idea to get one, but not at the moment. I'd say just get a nice, simple, modern looking Full HD TV that's going to look amazing with films and stuff. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching today, guys. It really help out if you subscribe. Give this video a like as well if you liked it. Give it a dislike if you hated it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.